Well, I'll be with you in a sec, guys. Just give me a few seconds. Another 30 seconds, I'll be with you. No, not one. Right, so what's going on with me this week? Not a lot, actually. Bought a couple of new dolls. I don't know if you see them over there. Well, actually, one of the dolls I got from the charity shop, actually. Well, both from the charity shop. This one here, the one in the white top. She was outside in the kind of a bin liner last week, I think it was, with some other little toys like a fox, a rabbit, another toy. So, like, you know, I'm not saying that these are any way haunted or active, like has any spirits attached to them or not. But we're going to find out sometime soon. What's going on with my bloody YouTube? Hi, James. So, this other one, I kind of was going through. Well, I was actually in Mitcham the other day, and I saw this one and two other dolls, and this one kind of like drew me straight to her. I thought, wow, you know, yeah. And you know, I just had to get her because I've not actually got a gypsy kind of doll, and you know, I was kind of amazed, just like, you know, looking. I thought, whoa. There is a smell to her. I've got a couple of different smells. Now, I just went in there, living room to get her, and I could smell Jenny's violet smell, yeah? This one, no, I'm not kissing the doll, I'm smelling her. It's got like a weird musky smell, a bit like the other one with Jenny. It's got like, I don't know, this is like from a smoking home, like, you know, because like smells like smoke, tobacco smoke. And there's some other weird smell coming from it. It's like 3 different smells coming from this doll. You know, the third one's like kind of a sickly kind of smell. I think this one was actually meant to be holding this, but the glue has come off her hand, if that was where it's supposed to be. So I was going to stick it on her head like that somehow, but it keeps coming off. So I can't really do nothing with this at the present moment. So that one over there I've got free. This one I paid £5 for, because it's really nice. It's got all this kind of like little silver bell things in it. Unusual earrings, little bells on here. And I think they actually rattle as well. So, you know, I've not kind of had any unusual activity last couple of days since I've got her. So I'm not saying she's like spiritually got anything attached to her. You know, there's a spirit attached to her. I don't know. But I did feel like when I got her, it's kind of like an unusual feeling I got from her. Like, you know, since I picked up, I kind of had that weird dizzy. Oh shit! I had a kind of like a weird dizzy feeling. you know, I kind of like trembled for a second when I picked up the wall and thought, yeah, okay, I've got to, you know, yeah, okay. Did you take card? No, right, okay. I'll just go to the bank, get some money. And she put it down until I got back, paid her a £5 for her. I wasn't going to argue with the price, and brought her home. Now, as I say, you know, I left her in here overnight and didn't really get no kind of like activity or weird experiences or anything like that. So I don't know if there's anything attached to her or not. But what I'm going to do is possibly Friday, I'm going to do a stream, and I'm going to be finding out if there's anything attached to this one. This one, you know, I don't think there's anything attached to this one, actually, you know. That one's even got a smell to it. It smells like a sweet smell. Like, you know, sweets as you're eating sweets. I don't know why I'm not. Oh, Gordon, man. Oh, smoke. Smoke. I think this one's come from a smoking environment. I tell you, man, I can smell smoke really bad. Yo. Oh, God. So, let's say Friday, I'm going to do a stream with them too. I'm not doing anything until Friday because I did get a milk detector. My sister sent me one up because she bought one for her son Christmas time, and he never used it. She said, "Oh, you're going to use it?" I said, "No, not really." She goes, "Well, I'll give it to my brother then." So I got a milk detector, and when I was out today, I went into this second-hand store and picked up another detector. But I've kind of like broken it because I took it apart because I thought like I might be able to put a switch on there because this is like a pinpointer, and I've broken the switch, and when I turn it on now, it just like goes crazy. And it shouldn't be doing that. So I've got to try to find a switch to repair it, I suppose. Mind you, I only paid like a £5 for that one as well, actually. So, you know, if I didn't take it apart in the first time, it was working. So I tried it outside, it was working. But I screwed the switch up. And now it's just like, when you put a pinpointer in, it actually pinpoints the object, you know, more closely. So what I've done here is that I've screwed up the switch, and I need to find a push button. I've got push button switches, but the ones I've got is push on, push off. I just need one which doesn't push on, push off, just like a quick release one. So I've got to try to repair that one actually. So I've actually been doing some milk detecting. Not found much, to be honest with you. I did find a bullet and an empty shell casing, and I put it on my channel, my other channel, and some little troll wanted to decide to give me some shit by saying he's going to report me because I had a bullet in my flat, and it's like illegal to have bullets in your house unless you've got a firearms license. So what I did, I actually rang the police up, told them I've got a bullet. I was suspecting them yesterday, but they didn't turn up. But they came today. I told them, I showed them. He took the bullet away. I've got video evidence of it because I put it on my other channel, YouTube. He took the spent cartridge one as well. Which is a shame because I wanted to try to see if there was anything attached to that one. You know, but I had to get rid of it because I didn't want these trolls keep coming on and causing me, you know, shit. So You know, I have been out metal detecting a couple of days, and I'll tell you one thing, yeah. Yesterday, I got lost. I must have walked, you know, about 8 miles with like a gammy knee, you know, because I walked all through Mitcham Common, across the road. There's more common, across the road, then there's more common. Then it led to this great big field next to this football stadium. Then I carried on walking, and eventually I found a road, and luckily the road had one of the buses that I knew, which went into my flat. So I was able to get home eventually. But I'll tell you, man, I got home and I was so dead beat. I went to bed about 9 o'clock. You know, I couldn't even like sit down properly. I couldn't walk properly because my leg was so bad yesterday. It was like fucking crazy. And when I got up this morning to go to Mitcham to the job centre, I thought my leg was going to fall off. I tell you, man, I really did. But it started like suddenly stopped hurting and started feeling a bit better. I think like what's happening is that because I'm walking a lot, I'm actually exercising the knee, and that's good for therapy. And I said to the woman in there, like, you know, she goes, "What have you been doing lately?" I said, "Well, I've been doing my job search." She goes, "Oh, okay." And I asked her, I said about if I found money through like magnet fishing, do I need to clear it? And she goes, "Well, it depends on how much you find." Well, I said, "How much I'm not going to find one of those great hauls of money. It'd probably be like, you know, the old Victorian pennies, which I'll keep because I like keeping like stuff, you know, which is to do with history. But, you know, I found like 22p the other day. Do I declare that?" She goes, "No." She goes, "You only declare it if you find like a huge amount of money, and you hand it into the police, and the police decide you to let you keep it." So I said, "Well, I much do I find, you know, that much kind of money?" You know, I said it'd be nice if I found like the next Saxon gold hoard or something, you know, because then, you know, that make me rich and I can just sign off the fucking benefit system and won't have all this reporting crap. And she goes like, I actually asked her about my thing that happened because, as you know, like I was reported and I had one of those compliance letters, and I asked her about that, and it's on the system. It was actually on the system this time, and she goes, "Yeah, they've closed it. They ain't going to take no further action about it. You know, you're clean." I thought, great, okay. So I actually took a picture that's a printout of my YouTube channel, and I said to her, "Look, you know, this is how much money I've got on this, £72 at the moment, but you know, my limit is like, well, my minimum is £100, and you know, this £72 taken like 5 months to get, so you know, I might not get like £100 for another couple of months, and when I do reach it, I might not get that money for a couple of months, up to even 4 or 5 months from YouTube, because I've seen like people do YouTube channels before, and they've earned like thousands of pounds, and they've had to like wait near enough a year for it, you know." So she goes, "Oh, okay." She goes, "So what's your YouTube channel then?" And I told her, "This one, Steve's Haunted Flat and Dolls." And when I told her, she goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, right. I said, "Why?" She goes, "I've been getting some kind of weird things going on in my house." I said, "Yeah, really? Like what?" And she goes, "Well, I was in the kitchen and there's something sitting next to me, right? And as I was cutting up some vegetables for dinner, it just moved. It actually moved by itself, went about 10 centimeters." I said, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah, seriously." She goes, like, it kind of startled me, but, you know, it didn't really scare me because I knew that, you know, I've always felt like there was something there. And she goes, "It hasn't just happened to me, it's happened to my son as well." So I thought, "Oh, okay." And she goes, "Look, you know, what can we do about this? I said, well, not a lot really. If you want the spirit to stay because it's not harming you and you feel comfortable with it, then you can just like say to it, right, I know you're here. I've seen you moving things, and if you want to stay, you can stay, but you're not allowed to like cause any harm. And if you do cause us harm, then you'll have to leave. Or if you don't want it there, then you turn around and demand it to leave. You say, right, I know you're here. You're not welcome here. You need to go now. Otherwise, there's going to be circumstances, circumstances. And, you kind of like, in one way, demanded to go. And she goes, right, okay. I said, well, you got me on the system. You've asked my YouTube channel, which you've just written down. Check out my YouTube channel. And if you ever need anyone on around there to like do an investigation, I'll do it. And she goes, oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind. So it could be poltergeist. Well, it's definitely poltergeist activity she's got there. Definitely, because things are moving and she's seeing it. And she, it's not in the corner of the eye. She actually saw it move across the table, and not just her son as well. Now, if you're watching, hello, by the way. I hope you don't mind me telling the story. But people are interested in the kind of stuff, and if you do need someone to come down, you know who I am. You've got me on the system. My phone number's on there. Just give me a call, and I'll be willing to come and give it a little kind of like investigation for you, because that's the kind of thing that I like. And I even told her about the black apparition, which I've had in my house, because she said to me, like, well, have you ever had anything happen to your? I said, oh yeah, my flat is a bit active sometimes. I've got CCTVs, I told her. And I said one night we'd just been like doing these murder mysteries, unsolved things on my channel. And as I was doing a stream one night, my whole DVR system went off. And as it came back on, my camera picked up this great big black apparition. And I said, be honest with you, it did scare me a little bit, I got a bit panicky. But, a bit later, I kind of like settled down, calmed down. And I said to myself, hey, I shouldn't be afraid, because that kind of stuff is what I'm looking for, because in the paranormal, you're trying to seek, the truth. You're trying to get that evidence. And if it's going to like scare you, and, you got no business in being the paranormal in one way. So like, I like to be in the paranormal, because I'm always like researching, I'm always getting some kind of activity. So she, I think she was like kind of interested in it. And I said to her, like, as I say, like, if you need someone down there, just check it out. I'll be willing to come down, because I said, like, I've actually helped a black lady before, and I went down there and I've done like a little mini investigation, and the lady being black, she's got a black son, but her son wasn't in, and I'm taking photos of the hallway in the mirror, and I didn't know until I got home and looked at the photos. There's a little white boy standing next to me. And like, many people seen that photo and kind of thought, whoa, yeah, that's the spirit. So, I've actually caught stuff as well. So, she was kind of like amazed. But I did tell her, like, if it hasn't caused you any harm, if it's not harmed you, it's not been throwing things around, then, it's up to you, you want to acknowledge it or not. All you got to do is say, look, I know you're here, can you stop that, because it's scaring us? And maybe it'll stop. Maybe it might get worse, you just don't know. And I said, like, it could be a family member that's trying to pay you a visit and trying to get that, like, acknowledgement. So, if it's not causing any harm, just, let it be, kind of thing. You don't have to speak to it. You can, if you want to, but, it's up to you, if you want it stopped, just tell it to stop. And if it gets worse, then you'll need someone around there to try to sort it out for you. And she goes, oh, okay, right, thanks very much. And that's it. So, next time I go down there, I'll see if I can see her and ask her, if she's been getting any more paranormal activity in her flat or house or bungalow or whatever she lives in. And, it'd be interesting to find out, what kind of activity she's getting. Because sometimes, even when you see something move across the table, it might only happen once. But, she said it's happened twice. She's seen it, her son's seen it. So can it get more worse? Well, it can, yeah. Because it depends on what the spirit is, good or bad. If it's trying to do it, for an attention, or is it trying to do it to scare the shit out of you? And, trying to try and drive you out of your home kind of thing. So, when I go down in it, so I'll try to see if I can see her and ask her if there's any kind of like stuff going on. Now, after I left the job centre, I've always wanted to check out the Vestry Hall, which is in Mitcham. I went there about a year ago just to ask some information. And there's a nice guy, nice gentleman there. And I said to him, look, I just want to find out two things here. One, you've got some land outside, is there any way I can do some smoke detecting? And so to say, no, you can't. Because it's run under council, and the council won't allow anyone to do any kind of work on there unless it's like building work. So I've got rejected that one. I said, right, the other one is I've seen books, and I've actually read a few chapters out of the books regarding the Vestry Hall being haunted. And the guy goes, really? I didn't know that. I've been here 10 years and I didn't know it was haunted. I said, well, it's in books, people, witnesses. I said, like, I was here a year ago and I spoke to the security guard, and I asked him, like, how do I go about asking and getting permission of doing like an investigation inside there? So he goes, well, the person you need to talk to isn't in today, but she'll be in tomorrow. So I said, okay, fair enough. I might ring her tomorrow, or I might just give it a few extra days and, like, ring her when I feel like ringing her. So I've waited over a year, I can wait a bit longer. And I said to him, like, have you had any kind of weird experiences? Because, like, when I spoke to the security guard, he reckons that every time he came in about 9 o'clock, the lift, just like the door was closed by itself and go up to the second floor. And, he's witnessed it quite a few times. And he goes, oh, well, I know the lift has got like a sensor in it, so if someone actually goes past it, then maybe the sensor's actually making the lift door shut. But what actually make it go up, I've got no idea. So I said, well, that's what the security guard said to me, And also in the book, it states that you've got one of the rooms upstairs is meant to be very haunted, one of the office rooms. Then there's supposed to be like a lady, a spirit lady that roams around at certain times of the day or night. And also, what's interesting is that you've got tunnels down there. And he opened the middle and said, oh, yeah, we've got tunnels down there, but they're not old ones. They're kind of like roundish type. They're not like proper brick. I said, oh, okay, well, like, some of the tunnels, like, are old, because, like, I told him about the Georgian house at Church Road, which me and my nephew Aaron done a few years ago, yeah. And I said to him, like, that house was active. We got a lot of paranormal stuff going on there. And he told me that there's a tunnel that goes under his house. And he told me, like, not just under his house, but, you know, there's a load of tunnels all round the Mitcham area. And the reason being is because in the Victorian days, there was a lot of, like, robberies. And, you know, especially, like, you know, if you own a big Georgian house, you know, you get some guy out there, you know, trying to hold you up for your money and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I think they said something about sometimes I might use the tunnels for, like, smuggling as well. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So I said, yeah, that's what's been put in the book and stuff like that, you know. So, you know, I'm just wondering if there's any way I can get, you know, permission to do an investigation in here. And if so, how much would it cost if it was to be charged? And he goes, well, I don't know really, because, like, you know, for one, you know, we need someone in there because we can't just have anyone in here walking around at night time. You know, we ain't going to just give you the keys. I said, oh, I can understand that. I know you're going to have a security guard there. And I said, like, you know, I'm only asking to find out how much it would cost if it was possible, because I need to, like, arrange it and get people down there and, you know, contribute towards the cost. He goes, yeah, well, yeah, that'd be an idea. Yeah. But I can't say anything at the time, he said, because I don't know anything about it. You know, he said he's been there 10 years and he's never kind of, like, heard or seen anything. But he gave me a phone number and a card to ring up the manager. And what I'm going to do is give her a call and make an appointment with her. And just say, look, you know, do you do actually, because I was told, like, sometimes they do, like, a ghost walk sometimes, like once a year or something, yeah. Because when I spoke to security guard about a year ago, he actually said, like, you know, the woman who runs the Vestry Hall is into the paranormal. So if she's into the paranormal, then maybe she can help me to, like, set something up and then, like, get someone to help us to, like, arrange everything, like, you know, like a little kind of like a web page kind of thing, letting people know when it'll be, how much it'll cost, and how long the session will be for. So I really want to get in there, but I can't be doing it on my own, you know, kind of thing. So, like, she might turn around and say, well, you're like, it's going to be £50 per person or something, you know, because they're going to have to pay for, like, the security guard as well, because he's going to have to be, like, keeping an eye on things. But I'm going to contact her sometime and ask her if I can make an appointment and talk to her more in depth in it, and just say, look, you know, these are the stories I've heard. You know, this is the book I've seen and read, kind of thing. I've actually got the books, actually, because my daughter bought them. So I can actually show her the books, and if she can actually confirm what the books are saying, and I'm going to say to her, like, you know, what would it take to get, like, a group of, like, 5 or 10 people in here to do, like, an overnight session? Would it be possible? And if she does, if she like, agrees to it, that's going to be pretty interesting, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to do it. But I don't think she'll have too many people in there, because, like, you know, if she's got a security in there, you know, one, like that, she might have to have one, she might have to have 2 in there. Depends on how many people turn up, really. And, like, you know, I'm going to say to her, like, if I can get, say, like, 10 people down, and she says, well, it's like £50 per person, I say, well, like, you know, can you do a discount if I've got 10 people? So, like, knock it down to £30 or something. And see how it goes, I suppose. But yeah, I had an interesting talk, and hopefully I might be able to sort something out there. I'm not saying, like, you know, she's definitely going to turn around and say, oh, yeah, you know, you can do a ghost hunt here, you know, anytime you want. Because, like, she's got to probably, like, speak to someone higher up in the ranks, I suppose. Because I think she's just the manager. She's going to have to talk to someone else. Then if they say, yeah, you know, then we've got to go through all the situation of, like, actually arranging it, the time, how many people go there, the cost, and all that kind of stuff, you know. So it'd be interesting to find out, you know, what she says when I talk to her. You know, the guy said to me, like, you know, when do you want to talk to her? Because she'll be in tomorrow. I said, well, I won't talk to her just yet because, like, you know, I'm going through a little bit of problem at the moment. So, like, you know, just let me sort myself out, and when I'm ready, I'll give her a call. Because he gave me a card with a number, quite a nice card actually, from Vistaprint. So I've got that in me thing up there, I think. As long as I haven't lost it. No, might not. I probably have. Nope, still got it. So I'm not going to show you the person's name that I spoke to. If you can read that says Vestry Hall. I said, well, that's a nice card. I said, where'd you get that from? He goes, Vistaprint. I said, it must cost you a bit. I don't know really, because I didn't get them done. The manager got them done. But I've got her name and number on the back. So I can give her a call whenever I want to. So keep an eye on it, you know. Maybe next week or two I'll give her a shout and I'll let you have an update on it. So that's it really. You know, I just thought I'd let you know that I ain't going to be doing any paranormal this week, I'm afraid, because I've just got a few other things I need to sort out. Probably do on Friday with them two, and let you know any updates on those two. You know, because I can smell like 3 different scents on that gypsy doll one, and that other one's like a sweet smell, like, you know, like a kiddie sweet. So we'll see if we get anything off them two. So anyway, let's say hello to everyone. So I ain't staying on much longer. I just thought I'd give you an update on what's happening. I hope that I can actually get to do the vestry though, and I hope that woman at the job centre might contact me. As, you know, because like she might tell me, so it's getting worse. You know, I need something done. You know, and if she does, I'll have to go around and do like a little mini investigation, and then like see what I feel and what kind of like evidence I get from there. Maybe I might see the same thing, you know, things being moved about. And if I do, I'll have to get someone down here, like, you know, I'll get Aaron up here, because I can't be doing it on my own. Not with poltergeist activity. I've already done poltergeist at Pete's house, where those things got thrown at me, physically thrown at me, and that was scary as hell. So with poltergeist activity, you know, you're gonna need at least 2 or 3 people to do it, and you know, you've got to be wary that, you know, if it is a negative spirit, you might start fucking throwing things around at her. I don't want that happening, and I don't want to make it worse. So that's the reason why I probably do like a quick hour investigation, just walk around, get camcorder, EVP recorder, and a camera like I did the last one. And if there is anything there, we'll know, and then we can arrange an overnight session with the person if she allows us to, if she wants us to, if she needs us, and then we can try to find out what information we can find out from the spirit, because she said, like, you know, I'd love to find out, you know, what's going on now. Even in Vestry, when I was talking to the guy, there's this woman now, and she was like kind of eardropping, and I said, like, it would be nice to get in here, you know, and do an investigation and find out what is going on, because no one's going to put stuff in the book and like lie about it, because they can get in trouble about it. And the woman turns around and goes, well, I hope it does happen, because I'd like to find out what's happening here, because, like, you know, I've seen something. And like the guy looked at her and she goes, I have. But she wouldn't say what it was. So like, you know, there has been witnesses at Fester Hill where they've actually seen things. So, you know, it'd be nice to do the lady at the job centre, and it'd be nice to do the Fester Hill as well. So that's it really. Gonna go to bed in a minute. I'm gonna go out early tomorrow. Got permission to do somewhere else. Waiting on two emails or 2 phone calls. One location is where I do a lot of magnet fishing. I spoke to a guy today and asked him if I can do some in the common, and he goes, to be honest, I can't say, you know, you're magnet fishing, then yeah, that's okay, you know, but melt detecting, we've had problems in the past, you know, where people's done melt detecting and never covered their holes up. I said, well, you know what I'm like, you know, I always clean my stuff up, and if I can't take it away, I always put it so, like, you know, your groundsman knows where it is and they can dispose of it for me. Oh yeah, I know that's, I just have to like talk to someone higher than I am, so it might take a little while. So it might be a possibility, it might not, I don't know. But I've also spoken to this council, and they have like 20 to 30 different locations, parks, commons, woodland, and I tried to talk to someone today, actually. She goes, well, I can't really help you out and say yes or no, but, you know, she gave me an email, and the way she gave me the email didn't bloody work. So I found the phone number to the parks office, and it's the same woman. I thought, oh shit, you know. She goes, well, I gave you the emails. I said, yeah, but it ain't working what it should be. She goes, try it again. So I went back to the web page, and there's an actual email like tab button. I just clicked on there, got the email, and I sent off a message to the parks department. So I'm waiting on that one as well. So hopefully I'll be doing a lot of melt detecting soon. And you never know what you might find melt detecting, because like I said before, with the haunted collector, he's got so many things that has been like given to him which is haunted. He even went and done an investigation at some woman's house, but they dug up a bullet, an actual bullet, and it gave the people who lived on that land a lot of grief, you know, so much activity was going crazy. So they tried to replant it, hoping that the activity would stop, but it didn't, got worse. So I contacted the haunted collector, and he went down there. He had to find a bullet to like dig it back up, and after they removed it, all activity stopped. So, you know, anything you might find in the earth could have a spirit attached to it, whether being good or bad. So that's the reason why I like doing magnet fishing, and now starting off with a metal detector and doing metal detecting, because it's not so much, you know, going out and looking for that, you know, nice bit of treasure which might make you rich. You know, I'm happy just to find some old coins. And I did find 2 Georgian coins, which I told the woman at the job centre today. I don't think they're worth anything. Some might be, some might not be. But I'm not going to sell them, I told her, because I don't like selling stuff which holds history to them. So, you know, you could go out and you might find a gun, a knife, anything that might have harmed someone and killed someone. I had to surrender 2 bullets today to the police, because they came around and say I've got video proof on that one because of the trolls causing trouble again. I reckon they're going to report me to the housing association, which would have been hard because there's like 50 housing associations around in my area. So they'd have to ring up every single one And even if they did find the right one, it would have been too late because I've got rid of the bullets now because I've got video evidence of the police taking the bullets with him. No, even that spent cartridge, which I don't have, but I've actually got a photo of it. Let me see if I can get it. That could have been either like just for shooting animals, you know, wildlife, or it could have been used as like murdering someone. I've not shown anyone the photo yet. I've not even shown my mate's son, Donovan, because he does a lot of like paintball shooting, and he actually found out the bullet, which looked live, but it just didn't have the actual bit at the bottom, percussion cap or what it's called, the primer. It didn't have the primer in, so you know you wouldn't have been able to like fire it in with the hammer. The trolls kept saying, "Oh, if you hit that with a hammer, it'll explode." Well, I'm not stupid enough to hit a bullet with a hammer, but this is the other bullet. Oh, that's weird. I can see a face on that. Okay, look at that. See that picture there, yeah? Look at the bottom. It looks like a face with a cowboy hat on. Can you see that? That's crazy. I had to hand that in to the authorities today when they came round. And that is an actual spent bullet. This is the other bullet I had to hand in. Oh, he's got a bullet. I'm going to report him to the Housing Association. He's not allowed to have bullets. It's against the law. He can get fined and put in prison for that. Well, I won't get fined. I won't get prison. And then when I told the officer that I found that 3 days ago, he said, well, it don't matter how long you found it, as long as you've actually handled it in. And he said it's going to go into the a certain department, intelligence department. And I actually showed him roughly where it was on a map. So I said, well, you know, might just be the one. There might be more, I don't know, but I only found the one. And my mate, who died many years ago, his son, who I sent the picture to, said it was a 308 bullet that may have come from a machine gun. And the bullet was possibly a 1938 bullet. You know, the primer is missing from it, so it can't be fired anyway, but, you know, it's always best to hand in ammunition. Because if you keep ammunition, you've got to have a permit or license. And I'm just wondering, like, how about all the other people do magnet fishing and milk detecting? Do they hand their stuff in? Most probably might do. Most might not. I don't know. It's up to them if they keep it and they get caught out, I suppose. But at least I've done the right thing, I suppose, today. And yeah, I'd like to have done like a little stream on it actually, but can't now because it's all gone. I asked him about the two musket bullets I've also got somewhere, and he said, no, you're okay with those ones. Now this is in the same, well, roughly the same location, but different part of the location. I found this half squashed musket ball, and I found a full round one. Now these are actually iron, I believe, because like in the late 17, early 1800s, lead started getting a bit scarce, so they just had to find another way of making bullets or musket balls. And they said, well, you know, let's make them out of iron because there's plenty of iron everywhere. So instead of doing them with lead, they started making them iron. And these do quite, like, you know, quite weigh a little bit actually. Let me see how much these weigh. No, I'm not saying that these are fired and killed anyone, but you can see this is like set to 0. That weighs 18 grams. Just that one. The one which is half flattened, 12 grams. And I do have other musket balls. I told him I've got more musket balls, and he said, "You're okay, musket balls, because they're not powdered. It's when you got a powdered one, then you got to possibly hand it in." Now I was watching that's Brad just now, who's also a magnet fishing guy, and he just recently pulled out a massive musket ball. He thought it was a grenade, and he done the right thing. He rang up the authorities, and they sent the bloody bomb squad round to the location he was magnet fishing. Thing was, he wasn't allowed to film anything. So, and they took them up the actual musket ball / grenade or whatever it was away. He wasn't allowed to keep it. Because some of the big musket balls did have like a gunpowder in with a one of those like caps inside it. So when they fired it with the fuse, when it went off, as soon as it landed, it exploded. That's why you got a lot of shrapnel. And then that's how they started making proper bombs. I've not really done a lot of research on bullets and musket balls, but I know some musket balls are worth quite a bit of money actually. But as I say, I'm not selling my stuff because I always want to keep it as history. Let's just put this back in there. Right, turn it off. So I keep saying I'm going to go in a minute, but I keep bloody talking, don't I? I don't know what's wrong with me lately, guys. I must be going senile, must be going crazy because I just talk about shit sometimes, don't I? Some people think it's the shit I talk about is interesting, and some people just sit there bored out their brains and have a decent conversation. I'll put that memory card back in there. I'll check. Yeah. Get that sorted out. Shoot. I lost the bottom to my camera the other day, so I've had to whip one off one of the other ones. Not sure what's happening with Rose actually. I think she's gone back to her house because she was getting a lot of shit happening at her mum's. I know she's been streaming her mum's, but she's been having problems streaming apparently. So don't forget, go and check her channel at time to time, guys, and give her support. I've not heard from her for a couple of days, so I don't know what's actually happening. I know she said she might try to come on sometime during the week. Right, let's say hello to everyone because I've not said hello to anyone. So hi to James, Stephen Dennis, Paranormal Fan, Bloody Mary, Aaron, Claire Albert, Ian Bennett. Can't invite you on there, Ian, tonight because it's one of those live ones. He actually started working for some reason. For a whole week, I couldn't do a live one where it didn't have no time delay. I had to go back to the old way, but now it's working perfectly. So it must have been a YouTube issue. Who else is here? Hello, David. Yeah, David. Kenneth the Fan. Fam, Kenneth the Fam. Who else? Getting a bit tired again now. Got some trolls watching, guarantee it, 100%. Charmy, how's it going, Charmy? Hello, Danny. Not seen you before. Welcome anyway. You have to get used to me, if you're new, because I do talk shit sometimes. I just blab. But some people like listening to me blab. What else there? Right, James, if you're going to go to the Screaming Forest, it's not in the Screaming Forest. The story I've heard is the headless horseman gallops through the actual village at a certain time, certain night of the year, and it only happens like twice a year or something. But that's what I've heard. People, there's so many different stories out there, but most of it's been like he rides through the village of he rides through the village of Puckley Village. It's usually around about midnight on the full moon, but I can't remember what month, and it only happens like 2 or 3 times a year or something. Screaming Woods. The only screaming I heard down there, when me and Pete went down there twice with a couple of these family members, was women, live, living females being chased around by their drunken boyfriends. That's the only screams we heard. But we did get some EVPs, which was not from human voices, because it did quieten down a little bit time to time. And I did catch up an apparition of a small figure, which I've got on my YouTube, so you can check it out. There's something coming from behind one tree and goes behind another and disappears. It doesn't come out the other side. That's what it looks like to me. So I've got that on now. UVP, the first UVP was the first time we went down there. We tried to find Screaming Woods. We got lost. We couldn't find it. We went across 2 fields, ended up near the railway track. So we decided to come back, go back to the car. I walked a bit faster in front so I could try to get some EVPs. And I had my Nokia at the time, I think it was. And I just turned it on. I did one record and I said, if there's any spirits around us right now, can you tell us where we are, please? Because we're lost. And on playback, there's a male voice going, Parkley. And I'm like, that's crazy. I played it with Pete and he was fucking shocked even as well. I don't know what happened to the EVP. I think I put it on my SoundCloud. But yeah, it was like a Class A EVP of a male going, Parkley. And then the second time was the one where I caught the apparition. We did eventually, on the first time where we couldn't find a forest, we had to go back to the actual village and look on the map. And we found the actual proper location and we was able to get there. But it started raining and there's too many people like screaming about and pissing about. So we had to leave. Then we went back a second time and then, still the same old shit. People fucking around. But, it did die down a little bit, the noise. And I was just panning my camera around. I wasn't actually looking in front of me. I just had the camera like that, going like that. And on review of the video, there's someone in probably about between 200 or 300 meters away, I suppose. A little figure walking across the pathway. Quite cool, actually. And I ain't really seen any other videos of people catching that kind of stuff. I think I'm not trying to be big-headed, but I think I probably caught more activity than other people have when they boast about, oh, I've got a picture of an apparition. Well, I've got a fucking video of an apparition. You know, about Jordan's Wood. Ask Aaron about Jordan's Wood. Fucking hell, man. Like, we went there about 2 or 3 times. No, 2 times. On both 2 times, I caught apparitions on them. Physical, living apparitions moving around. So check out my Jordan's Wood ones as well. Hello to Danny, by the way. I think I said hello to Danny. Are you going to do Ouija board down there? I saw a video, right, of a group of women doing a seance, right? And they had these 2 K2 meters on table. There must have been about 10 K2 meters, right? And they had the glass on the table, and they was doing some kind of like conjuring, and they was just whacking. You could see them whacking the K2 meters off the table. You could physically see them doing it, you know. And like they said, it's paranormal. Yeah, like bollocks. One of the worst fucking like paranormal groups I've ever seen, trying to make it look like a ghost is knocking all the K2 meters off the table when you can physically see it's them. And you know, you can't turn around and say, well, maybe they was possessed. Well, all 10 of them. Nah. You could see that, you know, the way they was actually holding the glass and physically making the glass go to each of the K2 meters, knocking them off one at a time kind of thing, you know. But, you know, I didn't think Puckley Village was that haunted, because, you know, I've not really seen much evidence. But as soon as I've got that EVP and that manifestation, moving manifestation, then I do believe, yeah, it is definitely haunted. Because me and Aaron was going to plan to go down there one day and spend, well, not one day, but probably like spend a night or 2 down there. You got like one of the pubs in there is haunted, and they rent out a haunted room. You got the Headless Horseman that goes through the village. You got the cemetery, which is supposed to be haunted. The railway station is supposed to be haunted. Puckley Village, definitely. Puckley Village forest, definitely. You're supposed to have like 2 farms that have had activity in, and then somewhere you got like an old it's like an industrial building that's like been disused and it's fallen down, you know, it's got no roof on it, it's just like a shell. And people reckon that they've seen like and got spiritual activity there. But I've not really seen any proof that, you know, they caught it. They just mentioned that they caught it, but they never showed it. But you know, I do believe that a part of Puckley's definitely haunted, yeah. Now, unless I saw the Headless Horseman himself or stayed in one of the pubs which hire out, you know, a haunted room, and, you know, you had that activity in a haunted room, or one of the farms without a light, you know, rent a room out for a night or 2 and, you know, you just get an activity there. And I believe it'd be a lot more active that way if I actually was there to actually experience it. The only things I've experienced is the EVP and the apparition. But that's, you know, giving me the knowledge knowing that certain parts are definitely haunted. Because where the hell did a voice come from out of nowhere in the middle of the field? You know, on the first night, you get an EVP saying, "Ugly," after asking where we were. Crazy. No, I'd rather believe that's more haunted than the Rams Inn. So I've actually spoken to people who's been to Rams Inn, and they've had no experiences there. No night, nothing's happened to them. No night, no EVPs, no activity on like their devices. The only noise they've heard is the fucking landlord walking around half pissed. So unless I was there myself, and went there and experienced any kind of activity, then I might believe it's haunted. But I can't go there because, one, I don't know where it is. I'd have to research it. And for two, I'd have to find out how much the room was, travel costs, and I probably had to go with someone else anyway, because it'd be cheaper that way. Because I think with the Ramsey, he only does it with group people. He doesn't do it like single. You got to be like a group of 5 or so, I think. But I know a very close friend who's been down there. And that person said they didn't get nothing. All they heard was the fucking landlord banging around. Who else is here? Got to keep an eye on that one, I think. Right, catch you later, Steve, don't you? If you're still there. I'm going to go in a minute. It's like 1:45. I need to get to bed. Bloody tired. Been so hot today. Actually, talking about doing live streams at Puckley Village, it depending on the actual weather conditions. Like, I have heard people try to do live streams and they failed because they've not got the internet. They tried doing it through the old dongle or through their mobile phone, but they've kind of failed in doing live streams. They've had to do normal streams and upload it after. If you take a Ouija board, be careful, yeah, because I know the places that definitely haunted. You don't want to be bringing out something really evil and nasty and letting it follow you home. It's one thing you don't want. Well, only they were pissing around, look what they've done to the paranormal by fucking around like that, knocking the K2 meters off with a fucking glass. And actually, a little while ago, there was a news article stating that they might stop paranormal groups going down to the Puckley Village now because the council found a load of trash everywhere, yeah? A hell of a lot of trash. And it cost them thousands on thousands to get it all cleaned up. And they actually blame the paranormal groups for making the mess. So they're actually going to be locking up certain parts to the public. You can only go there during the daytime, but night times it's going to be locked up. And they're going to have security there, apparently. And that was in a news article. You can Google it if you don't believe me. So unless they're going to do group sessions down there and charge people to go down there, so they can unlock the entrances to certain parts, and then you've got a security guard just walking around making sure they don't leave any trash around. And I think that's what they might be doing. I don't know, but there was definitely an article which I saw on Google where they said that the council had to pay out a lot of money to get a lot of trash cleaned up, and they blame the paranormal investigating people because they think that they're the ones who left all the mess. So, and if it was a paranormal group, just think they fucked it up for a lot of people now, haven't they? When you go to do an investigation, you're going to take drinks and fucking food. Take your trash home with you, for fuck's sake. Because if you don't, you're going to ruin it for other paranormal groups. Hello, Open Paranormal. Welcome. I'm actually going to close down in a second, yeah, because I'm tired and I've got to get up early. It's summer now, man. It's summer now. Fucking hell, it's boiling hot outside. I was sweating like a fucking roast pig out there today. Hello, Julie. Yeah, I went out there just to do a little. I went round to Aaron, that one where we done the recreation park here. Even with a metal detector, it was setting my metal detector going crazy. I just went round there just to check it out with a metal detector here, and even with my metal detector, it was setting my metal detector was going crazy, and I mean fucking crazy on that Greenland. Because you remember when we did that, our K2 meters were going ballistic. So if it's affecting K2 meters and other EMF devices, and it's affecting my metal detector. Now, metal detectors apparently do pick up EMF as well. All right. So it was affecting my metal detector crazy. So the council never done any like research or sorted anything out. They just left it. And just think of all that EMF over there. You know, kids, young kids that go play are going to like physically, mentally get ill. Even pregnant women can get ill. Because I actually done I think I've done a video and it got taken down. I took it down after a while because people were complaining. I did a video regarding about the state what EMF can do. You know, I don't know what was over there. You know, I think it might have been like possibly in the past some kind of industrial building. You know, and industrial buildings have a lot of metal, and because you probably got blown to shit by the German bombers, no, it's caused like high EMF or possibly like radiation or something. Because some of the bombs carried radiation, didn't they, apparently? So, you know, and EMF does cause a lot of illnesses. So, you know, and that can actually last for hundreds of years. So, and another park I went to today, you know, just to check out. I took my metal detector around there, you know, I didn't find nothing apart from a fucking knife. Yes, a carving knife. Big red one. But before I even found that, the first part, the actual park, as you walk in, the first like 10 yards, all across the park, was giving me the same kind of like EMF malfunction on my magnet on my metal detector than it was over the recreation park. So I don't know what the hell's going on around this area, but it's like 2 parks with that high EMF reading. Really weird. So I'm just wondering, there might have been an industrial building over there as well. Well, as I say, the screams in the woods, guy. Smelly blob. The screaming in the woods when we was down there, it was living people screaming about. Get away, you! I'm not picking up. Piss off. it was physical women screaming by their drunken boyfriends. 100% guarantee. So if you go down there, do not go down there on a weekend, or Saturday or Sunday or Friday. Because Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the busiest nights down there, where you get a shitload of people going down there and pissing it up and just generally fucking around in the woods, all right? So you go down there, you want to go down there between Monday and Thursday because it's more quieter down there, apparently, at those time of days and nights. And do some research on Puckley. Try to find out where the haunted locations are. You know, like Google it, print out a map and mark it on the map so you know where you're going. Because the first time we went down and said we got lost, but we did find our way to the Puckley Woods eventually when we went back to the village. So, you know, take a print out of the map and mark off where you want to go, because that way you ain't going to spend time looking for it and getting lost all the time. Once you've been down there once, you know the locations, then, you know, you're going to know it every time. And I'm pretty sure the first time you go down there, if you get something, you'll definitely go back again, 100%. Because that's what me and Pete done. We went down the first time, we heard the EVP, and we planned to go back the second time, which we did do. And I got that apparition on video. Right, guys, I've got to go. It's 1 AM. I'm tired. I talk too much. I bore you too much. I blab too much. I need to, like, stop this shit now. I need to concentrate and think and, you know, start writing down what I'm going to be talking about instead of, like, just blabbing that bullshit all the time. So I know it does bore some of you, and I apologise about that. But that's the way I am, I suppose. You know, I can't help it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I've got to do something first. Or am I going blurry? That's a surprise. That is a bloody surprise. There'll be some there though later. I ain't got no thumbs down yet, but 3 thumbs up. So thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Looks like the trolls might leave me alone for a while. Don't know. Probably look tomorrow, and there'll be the same old 6 trolls that have been doing it on my other channel, probably. And isn't it funny that every troll I get now is always in the UK? I used to have trolls in America, but the American trolls just left me alone, which I'm surprised about. So what was said? Google Hangout message writing. Hold on here. So I'm always usually getting in on here, but because it's a live stream, I can't have people on here. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Thanks, Ian. God, Ian always finds my stuff. Now, if you want to find out about the EMF in the local parks, that's the link what Ian found for me. Because I've got like 1,700 fucking videos on here, I can't be like asked looking for one video, but that's the video that Ian has found. It's regarding the EMF, which is over at the recreation park, and I think it's over at another park as well now. Because as I say, I took my metal detector over there, and my fucking things were going crazy. I might go there quickly tomorrow with my K2 meter and see if it actually does it with the K2 meter. Not all that park, the new one, does it. You know, it's just like the entrance, probably about the first 20 to 30 feet in front, but all along the entrance is giving it. But as soon as you move about 20 feet, 30 feet in, my metal detector was working perfectly. Actually, I'm going to go and get that knife. Let you see that knife I picked up. And yeah, fuck the trolls, because like it's not a dangerous weapon. But I could like clean it up and use it to cut my meat up. And I'll tell you, I opened one of the cat's food today, and it is fucking sharp. So let me just go and get it. It's quite a nice knife, actually. It's red. Let me get a bit of paper. Right. This is the knife I found doing a quick little metal detecting. And it wasn't actually in the ground, it was like in some high grass. Look how sharp this is, right? Right. Can you see that? Do it again, right? And this is doubled over, right? This is sharp. That's an old invoice I just cut up. Is it a murder weapon, I wonder? No, I don't know when my K2 meters are. Could it be a murder weapon? Is it a murder weapon? Nah. No EMF on it. Oh, hang on. Little fluctuation. But that don't mean nothing. I could actually be generating that EMF myself. Not on that one. Try the ghost meter. No. See if you hold it here, it does make it off sometimes. Yeah. But it's quite a nice knife. All I've got to do is like disinfect it, I suppose. And I could use it cutting up my meat. It's Royal Swiss Switzerland. So it's a Swiss knife. Go on, Aaron. Don't worry, I'm going to go to bed in a minute. Hello, Paranormal. I'm just about closing down. Yeah, go to bed. So, you know, this ain't really something that I can get into trouble for, because you can go and buy these in the shops anyway. So I'm going to disinfect this in some really strong bleach. There's no kind of like blood on it. You know, when I found it, it just had a couple of dirt marks on it. So I'm going to really disinfect it overnight with like, you know, really strong disinfectant. Then once that's done, I'm going to wash it off with some soapy water, and then I might start using it because my other knife's blunt as fuck. So yeah, as long as I don't slip and fucking stab myself in the leg and chop my leg off. Right, I'm going to quickly put these in the living room. Right, so I'm going to go to bed now, guys. I'm going to get up early if I can and go out to a new location, which I've got permission on. I need to also look on Google for some maps for farms. No, I'll probably have to travel around for those. But if I can find a farm not too far from me, I know there's like Dean Farm, but that's run under the council, and I've already got a no for that one, so I can't go there. But there must be some other farms around here, just outside of Surrey. And if I have to travel a little bit, I will do, but I ain't going to be travelling too much. And I'm just hoping that I can get the permission from some other councils where I can go and do some metal detecting. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same old common, probably. Mind you, the common I'm doing, it's like 5 commons, and there's a piece of wasteland leading off that common, which I can do, I think. I'll have to check up on it. Right, okay, good night, everyone. I'll catch you Friday. That's what I'm going to probably do next stream Friday. Okay, see you later. Good night. Bye.